Welcome back, trainers. So let's go ahead and take a look at some more battles in the Go Battle League for Season 3 as we do rise up in rank with our good old trusty Mawile, folks. This thing was just doing amazing today with the current meta that people are picking. We're going to just be looking at some highlighted battles. Otherwise, this is going to be like an hour and a half long. And we're going to look at some simulators over on Pvpoke as well. A few things that I did notice. If you do go to Pvpoke and take a look at Mawile, it is going to be ranked very, very high. When I talk about high, I mean low, like 255 or so. And that just goes to show that you can pick Pokemon and stick to them. And eventually they will start, putting in work for you once you know how they do work, as well as the current meta that people are picking. All right. So what I saw was they were matching it up with Pokemon that it wasn't going to be able to beat, but in fact I beat those Pokemon with ease, and that is because of the specific moveset that it does have set for it. I don't know if I'm a noob over here, or you can actually change the default moveset on the Pokemon when you do look them up, but as you can see here, good up against Altaria, Tropius, Venusaur, Haunter, Cresselia, and then it says it's not good up against Azumarill, which is correct. Skarmory, I love Skarmory lead, so it looks like it's giving it default Ice Fang, Iron Head, Play Rough. The move that I'm going to recommend for you 100% is going to be Fire Fang and then Power Up Punch. You can go with Iron Head or Play Rough, whatever you decide. I like personally Iron Head. After using it so long, I found that it's going to be a little bit better with that Iron Head able to get off sooner than the Play Rough, but it really depends on your team comp. So it is calling for Ice Fang #1. Now I'm sure it's going to be able to do great with Ice Fang, but just, I mean, wow, Fire Fang is just doing so much work for me here, especially when I run into these teams that are all weak to fire. In the current meta, it's just like, all right, let's go. Let's get it. I am also using the Shadow Shiftry and continue to use that because I found it to be just fantastic. I could probably just run the regular Shiftry and have a little bit more bulk, but I just continue to run the Shadow Pokemon. It's just fun to do that. And then, of course, we have the Azumarill alongside them to give our team a bit of bulk because of Mawile being kind of squishy. And then you have Shadow Shiftry, which was already squishy as it was, but then as a Shadow form, the thing just simply can't take a hit whatsoever. So putting Azumarill on there is just what it is. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. If you're over on the Pvpoke site and you're looking at Mawile or maybe other Pokemon and it's showing you specific matchups, make sure you do go into there and see what moves it is actually giving it so you can correct it and see the matchup accordingly to the moves that you are using for your Pokemon, right? So there you have it. Mawile, we've all seen it before. This is probably like my 100th video going over it in the Go Battle League. But the thing is, folks, I'm just gonna stick to it, man. This is my signature Pokemon here, and if it wasn't doing work for me, I wouldn't be using it. But the thing is, just helping me out so much. Now, there's people that say, yeah, sure, Shadow Mawile is great if you have a good lead. If you have a horrible lead, then it's probably game over. And to that, I have to say, not completely. I mean, I've had some bad leads with this team more than one time, and I'm able to come back. I mean, it's not going to be an easy fight. Maybe it is, really depends on what they do have in the back, but it's not all doom and gloom. If you are leading with a Shadow Mawile, for this case here, and it's, say, a Whiscash, and then you have to swap, because that's just a horrible matchup. Iron Head's not very effective. Power Up Punch, I mean, trying to get there with the Fire Fang, not very effective, and the Power Up Punch is neutral, but, you're just going to get mud bombed down before that's all said and done, so you're going to more than likely have to swap, right? So make sure you just have something that can handle those things. For me, personally, I do have the Azumarill, which can handle the Whiscash, as well as the Shiftry, which is going to be very spammy with that Leaf Blade, and basically just one-shotting the Mud Boys, easy money. So take a look at the Ferrothorn lead. Wow, they had to get out of there. So I decided to just continue on with this matchup, seeing that the Charm is going to be resisted, but as you can see, very squishy. Mawile can't really take those, even though it's resisting them, and we're able to take it down barely here. Going to be getting off this Iron Head, so we did get off a Power Up Punch, so this is going to be doing a little bit more damage. Great. And then we're going to be swapping it immediately into our Shiftry here. They do have a bit of an energy advantage over us, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do with this matchup here. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. I think I'm going to be shielding this up all the way, but they're actually swapping, so that works out great for us. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. and it is going to be a power whip, so not very effective. It can't take that at least because it is going to be resisting it. Going to be hitting him with a foul play, doing a ton of damage, and we're just going to go straight for the leaf blade at this point. I do believe this will KO. Well, it might have KO'd, but we just swap into our Mawile immediately and make them waste their energy. And then we're just going to go back in here with Shiftry, get to the Leaf Blade, and we're going to be able to take the win here. So it's been looking pretty good, guys. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we will be rising up into rank 8 finally. And something pretty funny happened. I mean, I'll just tell you right now. So from rank 7 to 8, I gained a total of 5 points. All right, so you will see that here. I heard reports of people able to rise up in rank very fast this season. Maybe it was just the transition. Hopefully I'll be able to get my points up a little bit better when I'm going 3 and 2 and not just 5, because if that is the case, I'll never get to rank 10. There's no freaking way. All right, I mean, pretty sure it was just the transition, so fingers crossed. Anyways, that Sludge Wave, I was thinking that's probably what he's going to do. So we're not looking great. We're up a shield here. Gotta have to make a call. Let this go through. Is it going to be? It's a Muddy Water. So they did drop our attack. So, I mean, that's not the worst case scenario. And probably going to shield this up. Or we're going to let it go through, actually. We want to preserve our shields here. So we're just going to farm all the way down. Okay, that works. We still have 2 shields and a fully healed up Pokemon in the back. To bring in Shiftry, we're going to go straight for that Ice Beam and then swap immediately into the Mawile, putting all of our shields and chips on this lower than half health Mawile here. Up against Shiftry, this is a great matchup. Obviously, we're going to have to shield these because even though they're resisted, they're still going to hurt quite a bit. Taking out that Shiftry here, what do they have back there? It's that Stunfisk, and we're going to be able to finish it off. Mawile coming in clutch. When you start vamping up that Fire Fang, it is going to just roll over Pokemon. I mean, this thing is just nasty. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Give Mawile an inch, meaning its health, and it will take a mile. So up against the Altaria here, this is a fantastic matchup for me. Although we still need to kind of be on our guard regarding the charge moves because we do resist them, but they are still going to hurt. So going for that Iron Hand at this point, once they let that go through, all we have to do is let this go through. We will be surviving with about 1 or 2 HP, and then we will be able to get off a power-up punch. If they want to use the shield, so be it. But otherwise, we are going to be winning the switch advantage here. They're not going to be able to farm. Going in with Reggie. All right, so our counter to that is not necessarily down because we do have a Zoom Roll here with Hydro Pump, which can still handle it. Reggie does have a bit of an energy advantage here, not too much, so it's no big deal. So what I want to do is get the shield out of him here. I think, oh yeah, all right. I remember this match. I was getting a little nervous. I was like, okay, what do I do? Let this go through. All right, we still have 2 shields. Are we going to put all of our chips on the Shadow Shiftry back there? And hope that they don't have something that's going to be doing super effective quick move damage because the shields saving them would be in vain for it. So we're going to let this go through, and we want to farm this thing all the way down here. So we're going to have a ton of energy coming out of this. We are going to definitely shield this up. But the thing is, we're going to be able to spam so hard. It's going to be a Swampert. This is our game. Fantastic. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I win here. This is great. Yeah, they have 2 shields, but we built up so much energy. Burn those shields. We're going to be able to spam a little bit faster than the Hydro Cannon here, and they already know exactly what's going down and back out. So good game there. On to the next match, leading with Mawile for the entire video here. Gotta love that Shadow Mawile. We're met with a Wigglytuff, and yeah, we're just going to stick this one out. Could have went for an Iron Head and KO'd. Wanted to get a shield. No shield. Very nice call on their end. So at this point, we're just going to have to go for another Power Punch to vamp up our Fire Fang to take them out. They are using a shield now. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and shield it up too so we can have the switch advantage here. Because they did use a shield, so it's not like they're at an advantage. Other than the Azumarill gaining a bit of energy here. But I'm feeling comfortable going in here with the Shiftry and seeing what we can do with this. Unfortunately, what I'm going to do is, all right, so I think I want to shield this up and then swap into a Azumarill, but I think they might swap first. All right, we're going to throw this and then swap. I don't remember how I play this one out here. All right, so we want to catch an Ice Beam, but we didn't catch it. They preserve their health, but they have no more shields. They swap into Shadow Swampert, which is even squishier than the regular one. So we're just going to go straight Hydro Pump, take them out. And this is our game here. Then they back out. Good game. All right, so we are moving up, folks. Moving on up. Slowly but surely. And it's good stuff. I'm having a lot of fun here with this Mawile, like usual. So we are met with a Shadow Victory Bell, so more than likely what they have in the back is going to be Medicham and Bastodon, which I will take. I love this team. I love all these teams these YouTubers keep making. Like, keep them coming, guys. I am hungry, and so is Mawile here. So they are bringing in that Azumarill. We're swapping into that Shiftry, and we're building up a ton of energy and hitting these Leaf Blades back to back, burning both shields. And we already have a third one almost ready to go here. And we already got those shields, so we were able to get to another one here. I think they might have had Ice Beam. They're just farming up a little bit extra, or they overtapped. I'm not too sure. Anyways, they're going to be getting that off. We're going to let that go down. It did its job. We're going to go in here and farm with Mawile. I hope that's what I do. Farm it down, or we're just going to go right for that power-up punch. Okay, that's going to be another match we'll see that happen in. I just had a feeling they were going to get off an Ice Beam because they overcharged. So they're bringing in that Bastodon. So there's no Medicham for this team this time. And the matchup with Mawile up against Bastodon, I love it. I enjoy it quite a bit. We're going to swap and catch this Flamethrower, though, because we are not looking too good on our shields here. We have one left. I already knew they're going to automatically swap into this. We're going to take it out, do as much damage as we can with our bubbles to the Bastodon before it does farm us all the way down. We still have a shield left, so we're fine. But we're very low on our health with our Mawile. We're going to be building up to Iron Head and going for that, so they're not able to get off a charge move, and we're able to finish it off with the Shadow Mawile in the beginning and in the end. Let's get it. Alright, so let's keep this Fire Fang train rolling here. We're met with a Alolan Raichu. Oh, this is a fun match here. Alright, so I don't mind this, really. I do have to burn shields, but we're going to be digging in, and I do get shields sometimes when I do use Power Up Punch, but we're going to be swapping there, and they're going to be going into Shiftry. Now, this is not the worst case for me because I'm at least going to be able to do a lot of damage with that charge move there, so that's fine. We're going to go ahead and let this thing go down and bring in our Mawile and farm it down and have a ton of energy ready to go. More than likely, they'll be bringing back the Alolan Raichu, so the mystery is in the back. We don't know what that's going to be. Going for a Power-Up Punch, and we get a shield out of them, and then they're going to... Are they going to shield this up? I know they have energy. They do. And they're going to be getting off their charge move. We're going to simply shield this up. Our Mawile is nice and vamped up. Whatever they do have in the back, we may be able to get to Iron Head and KO. It's going to be a Deoxys defense form. Iron Head, vamped up. Is it going to KO, folks? Let's get it. And we take out the Deoxys with a Mawile sweep. Let's go. All right. Into the next match, we're met with an Altaria. So, same old song and dance. We already know the drill here, right? Gonna go for Iron Head. Now, if you're battling me, you're like, well, I know you're going for Iron Head. Well, I might go for Power Up Punch and make you waste your shield. So they're making a swap with a bunch of energy on their Altaria, and we're gonna be going into our Shiftry here, building up to 2 of the Leaf Blades, so we can just simply hit them back to back without that dumb lag. All right, and see if we get. Oh, we just got 1 shield. That's fine. Almost able to get to another one. I do believe I want to shield this. Oh, we're letting it go. Okay, good call. This is the one I farmed down with the Mawile, I do believe. All right. And no, okay. Still wrong one. We'll see when it happens. So you see the pattern here. I go in with the Shiftry. The Azumarills are left with a little bit of health unless I use another shield. And then I can go in there and farm down, right? So it's looking pretty good for this team here. Loving it. So they're bringing back the Altaria. Okay, we'll just go ahead and let this go through. We don't want to really use our shield quite yet. Building up to almost 2 Ice Beams, I do believe here. I think we just need 1 more bubble. All right, yeah, able to get to the other Ice Beam. This should KO. Yeah. And they're bringing in... Oh, there's that Medicham. We're going to go straight for the Iron Head here. Ooh, this isn't looking too great, to be honest with you. But they have no more shields. And we're going to go ahead and let this first one go through, thinking it's a Power Punch, and that's what it is. Great. So the counter is just doing more and more damage. We're just going to go for this Power Punch ourselves to vamp up the Fire Fang to take them out before they get us. All right, so we're saving the shield. Literally, look at that. Look at that shield usage there. We needed that perfect. That's why you save the shield sometimes for the very end. Mawile taking the win on the Medicham. Drifblim. All right, interesting. Let's see how this does go. Now, I did have a battle earlier today where I did let a Shadow Ball go through and it just KO'd me. But I know a little bit better now. They're going for a Shadow Ball. I'm shielding it up this time around. And we're still going to be doing a lot of damage even though they shielded up our charge move. That's the beautiful thing about Mawile, is even if they shield up the Power-Up Punch, that's not, you know, the damage you're trying to go for. It's just the buff and the attack for the Fire Fang. So they're swapping into Mantic. And, ooh, I didn't mean to swap into Shiftry, right? I meant to swap into Azumarill. So that was a bad miss-switch on my end here. And if you're thinking, well, shouldn't your safe swap be closer to the corner of the phone and not in the middle between the two Pokemon? Yeah, I guess. Anyways, so we're just going Ice Beam here. This thing's just going to keep debuffing us. So it has Ice Beam and Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam is going to lower the attack every single time they use it. And it is going to be able to be spammed quite fast. But it's not a threat. They're swapping into Drift Blim. And I mean, I think they're going to debuff us again here. At this point, we're farming down. Yeah. So we have energy and everything, but we're not doing any damage with this thing. So they're bringing in Skarmory. We're just going Hydro Pump. Let's see how much this does. Debuffed 3 times? Look at that. Nothing. Bringing in the Mawile immediately, going for Power Punch to vamp up that Fire Fang. Can we take the win with the Mawile, folks? Unfortunately, definitely not. Because we don't have a shield and we cannot survive this Sky Attack. And they're going to be able to take us out here. Right? Wait a minute. Oh, wow, wait. Wow, wait. If I would have gotten that off, could I have won? That Ice Beam, did you see that? If I would have gotten that off, I think I could have just won this game. Let's see. Yup. I think I could have. Wow. Oh well. Yep. You're living to learn. Anyways, on to the next match. We're met with the Skarmory. Let's get it. Time to eat some steel. And getting ready for the swap. When they don't swap, it's like a indication to me that everything back there is weak to Mawile, right? I mean, that's not the case. A lot of times they kind of try to trick me to make me like use my shields to preserve it because they don't want to swap. So there's something else back there, right? A lot of times there's a Azumarill. This time it's a Venusaur. Looks like yeah, this is very good for us. Like I said, give Mawile an inch, it will take a mile. Literally in front of you right now. Look. All right, so we're going to be able to take the Venusaur out with low health. In comes a Registeel. Let's see how much damage we can do before they do lock on farm us down here. Fire Fang with a little bit of lag, and we're able to get it down below half and take out another Pokemon with an inch of health. Are you kidding me? Let's get it. Mawile is just amazing, folks. So we're bringing in the Azumarill. This game is ours. We've won. All right, doesn't matter if they have 2 shields. I swap into Shiftry for them to use their energy as well as to put pressure on. It's just a liability. Well, it's not liability, but it is an asset. But basically just another shield to have them expend that energy. Because they did have 2 shields. I mean, I could, you know, screw it up somehow, some way. I still have a shield myself, though. So they are able to farm us down at this point. I got them low enough to exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to be able to farm them down and take the win. Good game. All right, so moving on up. Still getting it. Trying to get to that rank 7, folks. Let's go. All right, on to the next battle. We're met with a Galarian Stunfisk. Again, another Pokemon I love to see. They're swapping into Hypno, and we're going to be going right into our Shiftry here. Now, a lot of Hypnos are running Fire Punch because it is more likely to help you out. You kind of want it with the current meta that is roaming around right now. So think about it. So it doesn't look like a Fire Punch this time, though. That's fine. You know, a lot of people like to do this trick, too, where they go for the move that's not very effective, and you're like, I'm good to go. And then they hit you with the super effective afterwards, so look out for that. So going for another foul play here. And taking out the Hypno, obviously. They're bringing in Altaria. It takes us out immediately, which is great. We're just going to go Azumarill. They have no shield, so what I need to be careful of, though, is hitting my Ice Beam right when they're trying to switch. And there it goes. So going to be going right into our Galarian Stunfisk. Well, they're going into Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to go right into our Mawile and just do the Mawile thing. I was contemplating, should I shield this? Well, let's shield it up. Yeah, let's just, why not? They have an Altaria in the back. I got this in the bag here. And they're like, yep, you got me. Good game. On to the next opponent here. What are they going to be? Oh, it's a Skarmory. I love Great League. All right, let's go. I think obviously it's just going to get harder as we move up. People are going to start picking crazy things. But I mean, if everybody's preparing for Mawile, then they're just going to get destroyed by other things. So pick or choose your lead, folks. Pick or choose your lead, boys. All right, so going to get off this Leaf Blade here onto the Azumarill like we usually do, building up to 2. So we don't have to deal with that lag, and we just get that off. Yes, they can get a bubble in between, but I'm not too concerned about that. And bringing them low, that's that situation. Should we shield? Yeah, looks like we're going to want to shield right now. They're swapping immediately. Ooh, oh, okay. Yeah, that I knew they were going to do that. I was getting ready for the swap. I wasn't fast enough to catch it with the Mawile. So very nice swap in charge. Very good. Bringing in the Mawile though, and it is a shieldless game. Going to be able to survive this unless it is a Brave Bird Sky Attack. I think Brave Bird could take us out. BB. And they're bringing in their Azumarill. We're just going to swap into ours to just absorb whatever they throw at us while farming them down and having energy ready to go. It's going to be Hydro Pump, and they're swapping into that Deoxys. We're going to go ahead and get off this Hydro Pump here. Getting a little nervous. I don't know if this is actually a win here. Actually, Thunderbolt's not going to KO. And what am I going to do? Get to Ice Beam? Oh my gosh, let's go. Can I swap into Mawile? That is the key here, I think. Can I swap? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I need to swap immediately. All right, and wow, okay, we're able to take the win with Mawile against an Azumarill with Power Punch. A fairy type over there. Mawile, let's get it. All right, on to the next battle here. Oh boy, another Shadow Victory Bell. So I think there's that Medicham. All right, so Bastiodon in the back, more than likely. Yeah. This is great. So they have Psychic. Not good. Not the best situations. Not the worst. Gonna be able to survive another Psychic. Fine. They're letting the Hydro Pump go through. Oh, that's great. That's great. We cannot let our Shiftry see the Medicham. So we did our job successfully. I had an Ice Beam there. Did you see that? I wasn't getting that off. All right, that's awesome. All right, so they're going to be swapping into Bastiodon. We're going to be going straight to our Shiftry to just do whatever damage it can before it does go down. I don't think I shield this. I might shield one. Or I might just go in with the Mawile and just put in work. Yeah, Mawile's turn. Okay. Yeah, and that's all we're going to actually need at this point. So just Power Punch, Fire Fang, and those Power Punches start adding up onto the Bastiodon as it does get stronger because it is both Rock and Steel. Both of those types are going to be weak to fighting, and it does take a lot of damage from that. Flamethrower, shielding that up, easy money. They have 2 shields, but that's what happens when quick moves take over and taking out the Mawile. Or get it right, taking out the Victory Bell, Shadow. Moving up to rank 7. Let's go. All right, are you ready for some rank 7? My score was 2,140. What? I saw some streamers who were like jumped straight to 2,400. I don't understand. My score's not like bad. Anyway, so we're met with they swap into Empoleon, so very interesting. And we're going to be going into our Shiftry. We already know that has Jolt Pack. We're going to have to shield this up. Yep, that's that Jolt Pack. That would have taken us out. Maybe, I think we might have survived with maybe a couple HP. Because this thing just can't take a hit from anything. Unless it is like a grass or water move. But even then, it still hurts. Another Jolt Pack. Alright, building it up to 2. So we'll have energy for whatever they do try to bring in after this. Taking them out. And it's a Skarmory, so we're just going to be going for the Foul Play here. This is going to do a lot of damage, and they're going to take us out immediately without farming too much. Only a couple quick moves, no big deal. Going in here with the Mawile, farming it down. We have energy for whatever's back there. It is going to be a Whiscash. We swap into our Azumarill, and they say, no bueno, I'm good, GG. And I say, thank you, and move on to the next trainer. So we have a Azumarill. Good. This is great. Now you get to see what I do here. Usually, I've recommended staying in and going Iron Head or play rough, whatever you do have. But I just feel like I need to swap into my own Azumarill. They're deciding to stay in here, which, okay, that's fine. But I want my Shiftry to see it. So since they're staying in here, maybe they might swap after this, please. Are you going to switch? No. All right, they're continuing on here. So, I mean, it's not the best. But I think this actually might be the one where I go with the Mawile and farm down. Yeah, okay, because they're expending their energy here, I don't have to worry about anything. I can't farm down with Shiftry because it's not very effective. Bullet Seed, oh, you guys, okay, I see you. Bullet Seed's going to be good there. So farming it down, there we go. That's the clip that I was looking for. I was really happy about that. That was pretty big since I didn't have to use a shield or lose health. They're bringing in the Stunfisk. And I'm thinking to myself, I think I got this. I think I got this in the bag. We're looking pretty good. Shield this up, and since we're going to be vamping up our Mawile so much with this Stunfisk here, whatever's back there is just going to, just get destroyed. Alright, so it is going to be a Cherim, and there you go, exactly what I said here. Have to shield up this Weather Ball. That's not something we want to see. That's going to take us out. Easy money. And just going for another Power Punch. And they're shielding it up. A couple of Fire Fangs, and that should do the job. And we're taking the win. On to the next opponent here. We're met with another Drifblim. Let's go. Let's see what we have going on here. Do I decide to shield the first one? Is it going to be a Shadow Ball or an Icy Wind? It is going to be a Shadow Ball, so good shield call right there. Just going to go straight for the Iron Head. This is Power Punch. Psych! Alright, this is great. I mean, we're down to shield, so I mean, it's not like we're in super command. So we're just going to do as much damage, let them get their energy off. We don't want to swap, because if we do, then we're going to be locked. So getting off this Power Punch, built up a little bit extra to kind of give the illusion of something else. But they're like, nah, I'm not stupid. Alright, I'm holding on to my shields, bringing in the Azumarill here. And just don't want to see Psychic. And there's Psychic. Alright, it's still not the worst situation, but I kind of need them to start using their shields at this point. Alright, there is one shield, great. And, ooh, are we going to be able to survive Psychic? I don't think we will, so I shielded it up in being kind of nervous. And I screw up right here. Please be a Power Punch, and I farm you down. Oh, it is. Oh, it's an Ice Punch. Oh my gosh. Alright. In comes Snorlax. Wait. Okay, they have a shield. I was like, why didn't I go Hydro Pump? Alright, shielding it up. Great. Going with Shiftry. Can we take this win? Getting hit by a superpower is certainly going to take out this Shiftry here. Doing big damage. Alright, here comes the superpower. They're going to lower their defense and attack, though, so my next Pokemon is going to be lined up. Oh my gosh. Wow, we're holding on by a sliver, folks. Is this going to work? And yes, it is. It is. And we reached our goal. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you the news. Thanks for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
It's out of my hands, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hands. You can never